Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages, okay? Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always loved and appreciated, okay? God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of the highest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my beautiful and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time, okay? What's up? How you doing? Okay, this is a Venus reading that I'm doing today. Well, right now. So I pulled out this little book because I really like reading the energies out of this little book, but it doesn't say much. It says Venus is associated with Venus, the goddess of love, fertility, and beauty. Venus is all about what you value, such as money and possessions, but also your ideals. Love, relationships, and partnerships are also indicated. Okay, so I don't know. I got a few things. Did I turn this on? Did not. I got a few notes, but I'm gonna pull the overall energy first, especially since I didn't turn the tablet on yet. I seen alchemy, okay? You are an alchemist, my love. And source is your source, okay? You really have some really good creative energies going on. I see like a lot of little animals in these flames, you know. You can have a lot of animal guides. Well, then we got Chariot and the Charioteer on this one, which is talking about like it said rescue from danger. What's the overall energy? Okay, we got bards. Excuse me, with storytelling. Okay, so it says 51. Okay, it could be a life path number 5 or 1 or 6. Okay, I'm hearing 7 or 9. Okay, or 4. It says healing wounds of abandonment and loss of trust, and it says sacrifice on these two cards at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so in the notes, I wrote family, okay, because I have a family tattoo right here. It just says family, and it has like a little thing dangling or whatever, you know, kind of like a keychain looking type of design, you know. And so when I woke up, it was just itching, like, and so irritating, okay. I feel like you could be having like going through minor irritations when it comes to your family, you know. You could kind of like just feel the little energy that they're sending at you, you know. And also when I came to the table, okay, to set up, because I don't just leave this stuff here, you know, I set it up every day. So I came to set up and there was like dust, you know. I cleaned off the little incense thing, and there was dust on the table. I thought it was from the incense thing, but it wasn't. It was from a crystal. And I was like, what is that? I was like, is that crystal dust? Because it was like sparkly, you know? And then I said, okay, well, somebody could be using crystal very heavily, okay, the drug. Um, and then I seen 808, okay? But let me read this card, okay? It says, knowing and interpreting the long story of your life or the long story of your family, community, or people is becoming important to you. Personal and community storytelling helps us relate the past to the present, okay? Former times are revisited and integrated, sometimes in surprising ways. Familiar and seemingly stray events are probed for meaning. Sacred texts, great literature, or science fiction, which probe the boundaries between the past, present, and future, may seem especially relevant to you now. The art of storytelling in oral traditions is active, not passive. A familiar story may not change from an earlier telling, but nonetheless trigger reminiscence, meaning, and identity. A changing story may contain the promptings and guidance of spirit in particular. Watch your own storytelling for changes. They may signal a shift of awareness and opportunities that lie ahead of you. In this way, storytelling stretches into the future as well, you know. And I kind of was doing this yesterday. Yesterday, I had like that little story time, you know, where I was talking about my past relationships, you know, just to make an example. I feel like when it comes to your family irritating or like trying to get on your nerves, like I feel like you feel everything that they're sending at you, you know, you feel this energy, but you're not really like trying to entertain the shit, you know. I feel like the way that you talk about them and the things that you've been through are starting to change, starting to become something that is more positive for you. You could have even been someone who used crystal kind of heavily in the past. So the tattoo's on my left arm. So I'm gonna look up the left arm first because she wanted me to do that. I'm not even thinking. Kitty, kitty, lady. Okay, so left arm. I think I'm gonna type. Okay, so it says experiencing. Okay, so first of all, let me say that I was having this conversation with this guy that I know, you know, and he's Muslim. Okay, and he was talking about, and he was like, you know, in the Muslim faith, you know, you don't like wipe your butt, you know, with your right hand, like you don't, because this is the hand that you eat with, you know. He said, like, basically he was explaining that in that faith or in that culture, you know, the right hand is a sacred thing, you know. You use like your left and your right hand, they have different functions, you know. So it says in Reiki and other energy healing modalities, left arm pain may be seen as a sign of blocked energy or energetic imbalance in the heart, you know. And I feel like this is something that you're healing or fixing, like you've unblocked this energetic imbalance that you had in your heart chakra. And I do feel like, you know, this could have been energy that has been sent at you, you know, put on you for a long time. Okay, the number 1000 could be significant. Okay, you could be seeing any combinations of ones and zeros. You could be seeing 1010, you could be seeing 1000, you could be seeing, you know, like 1011 or whatever, you know, any combination. You also could be a life path number 1 or 11. It says left arm pain can be interpreted as a message to focus on nurturing oneself, receiving support, and aligning with the feminine aspects of life, you know? So I feel like this is something you also could be working on. It says in Western esotericism, the left hand path and the right hand path are two opposing approaches to magic. Okay. So I feel like you and your family, like, I feel like you have to defend yourself all the time because you chose to operate on the right hand side of magic, you know, on the side where you kind of do all of this spiritual work. Look at family under defend and mystery. You know, I feel like your family could be very mysterious, you know, they act all in your face, you know, they act all sacred, all holy, and they communicate with you like they're in a peaceful place with you, but really they're afraid of you and your strength and the way that you show up in the world, you know, afraid you're going to find out all of their secrets. That's crazy. It says, it says a little bit of nothing and then it cuts off. Let me see. It says the left elbow chakra controls our emotional preservance and the right our intellectual preservance. Okay. My bad, perseverance. Okay. Can't read. Okay. It says the left elbow chakra controls our emotional perseverance and the right our intellectual perseverance. When someone has problems lifting the elbow, okay, it could indicate problems. It says accordingly, the forearm represents the capacity to start doing something that was already accepted. So I don't know. Maybe you started doing something new. Obviously, I don't know. I feel like everybody that looks at me, okay, you've made some sort of big life change for yourself. And then on this deck right here at the bottom, it says it's safe for you to receive. So I feel like now's the time where you're going to start getting everything that you ever wanted, okay? I literally cried tears of joy this morning because I was so happy. I never been this happy in my life, you know? And even though I feel like I don't have everything I want to get, or I don't have everything that I aspire to obtain, it still doesn't matter. It's not affecting my happiness. And I can relate to this storytelling thing because the way that I tell my story has changed a lot. The way that I perceive my story and the things that I've been through has changed tremendously. And I feel like this same kind of energy is either with you right now or coming into you. What else? I also got 808, but I'm not going to look it up yet. Yeah, look, positivity, faith, and optimism popped out. Okay. It says you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Okay. They make sure they say keep going at least 3 times in every reading. Okay. Look, it says ask for your needs to be met. Okay. And under that, it says obstacles and blocks are lifted. So it's like, this is exactly what it is. Your family, they're just itching. They're just a little bit irritating, but they're not stopping anything. They can't hold you back, because they have a left-handed way of dealing with things. Like they just do things and just hide their hands after they do it. They suck your energy every chance that they get. But I feel like you've really exposed them in a major way. What else? Yeah, all just from following your instincts. Okay, I seen 1114 and doing the work that you do for spirit. You are like a great worker bee, someone who does some sort of like mysterious work. Okay, you set very powerful intentions, and you're someone who is a great provider. Okay, very nourishing is what I heard. Giving that beautiful, like, I don't know, I heard like stoic wolf energy. Like, I don't know, you just sound amazing. But of course, y'all, my soul family, you guys always sound amazing. That's why spirit is always, boosting y'all up and giving y'all all of this encouragement, because y'all are awesome. What am I looking for? The wolf. Okay, that's why I can't find it. So it says this card represents instinct and trusting your own animal self. It is a reminder that humans are grounded in the natural world and should respect our senses and gut reactions. The wolf is an integral creature in many North American indigenous cultures. The observation of the wolf as a wanderer made them synonymous with pathfinding and trailblazing. The wolf card may symbolize your instinct and finding your own path through the wilderness. In Norse mythology, Fenrir was a giant wolf raised by the Aesir gods who kept him magically imprisoned. The unbridled instincts of Fenrir, okay, were difficult to tame and could not be manipulated by the gods. This card urges you to trust your own instincts in the face of those who might tie you down or attempt to overpower you. It is the underlying wildness of the wolf inside the domesticated dog, okay? The card might also be seen as symbolic of longing to be free from a commitment or obligation. And I'm so glad that they used the word domesticated, because throughout your entire life, some people call it programming, but really it is just domestication, and there are a lot of different methods that people get you to be in that place where you're domesticated or you are trained, and we even domesticate ourselves sometimes, train ourselves, show ourselves that we shouldn't be like this, we shouldn't release, the wild dog inside, the wolf from inside of the domesticated part of us, that face that we put on to show everyone. Like it's a problem, with us just like being free and just howling at the moon. They're giving me such like rebellious energy, it feels fun. Okay. So they're saying like, don't be afraid to run free, and you really should be trusting your instincts at this time. These really are some like left-handed, underhanded type of people. And it's like you could even be having like pain shoot up in your arm or whatever when they're acting up, when they're sending magic, when they're doing things. I feel like this could be a big sign for you. It says the myth of Fenrir also tells us that one day the great wolf will break free of his chains and swallow everything in his path during the days of Ragnarok. The shadow reading of the wolf card is a warning against suppressing our instincts and keeping our emotions bottled up, lest they explode, okay? So I feel like this is something that you could have done in the past, you know. In the past, you could have been someone who held lots of things in until you just exploded, you know. People doing little tiny things that build up to you being like, fuck it, I can't deal with you no more, I'm done, you know. Instead of just telling them that little thing that bothered you at the time when they were doing it, okay? If you work with crystals, okay, you could be really attracted to sodalite, amethyst, or I think it's Charo, Charoite, okay? Charorite. And then the flowers are wolf's bane, lupine, and blue violet. And the element is earth. You could be an earth sign, but you don't have to be. You also could be an air sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel like you are doing great. Okay. Keep up the great work. That is what your guides always want you to do, okay? And you could really be someone who uses crystals, you know, because I'm using the crystal cards today. I just love crystals too. I use them. They have like such different energies, you know, and if you know how to use them, how to utilize them in your daily life, you know, crystals really can have a huge effect on your growth and on the progress that you make in the journey, you know. Or they can just make things a lot more easier, okay? It says Reiki Masters. This is Herkimer Diamond. You could be a Reiki master, okay? Someone who is like a traveler, but you are also definitely a traveler on the spiritual path. You know, you could be a highly sensitive person, but I feel like you have power washed your energy because that's what it says. That's the main point. Power wash your energy. I feel like you were really reaching for that clearer than ever energy, and you did all of the healing work to get to that. With Larimar, you know, you really had to slow your roll and slow things down a lot so that you could just see. I feel like you were very hot tempered. You could even be in Aries, you know, but you were just in that Aries warring, rah rah type of energy. Okay, we got honey calcite. It says break through your limits. So this is definitely what you have done. Okay, Muscovite says develop your foresight. So like I said, you know, like this is how you have progressed, you know. Power washed your energy, slowed your roll, broke through these limits, developed your foresight, and your the song saying, do you get deja vu? You could be getting deja vu, okay, because you're on the right path. Okay, this is green calcite. It says live out your heart's desire. So this is what they really want you to do, you know. It says you could be making important decisions regarding how you want to spend the finite precious time that you have on earth, you know. So really paying attention to the important things. With tourmaline quartz, you're also really in a protective state right now, you know, while spirit helps you to restore your perfect light. And then tiger's eye would balance your whole being, okay? Like this is where you're going to end up, in this extremely balanced and protected place where, you know, because tiger's eye like repels negative energy, okay? It says the currently overthinking and mood swinging Geminis and Virgos. So I did say, no, I said, yep, I said Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, I know I did. So try to avoid overthinking, you know. You really could be having mood swings, you know. You just want to be surrounded by a bunch of people at one point, and then sometimes you just don't. And this is what they're saying. This is your instincts at work, okay? You're not in a sometimey state. Your gifts are actively working with this obsidian. I said you're protecting your energy. It says protect your soul. And then Howlite under that says organize your headspace. So I feel like, you know, just avoid being in like a negative, lower vibrational type of energy, okay? Because everything you want is on its way to you right now with the Nine of Cups. And they want you to sit back and know that this is all because of the hard work you've been putting in, all because of how much you've been paying attention. You've been paying attention. You seeing everything that could possibly be going on around you, but they don't want you to focus on that. They want you to stay focused on having the positivity, the faith, and the optimism to know that better is always going to come. Yeah, with the Seven of Cups, to know that you will always be presented with all these lovely options because you're the center of attention. You're the center of your own universe, you know. But you needed that power wash of energy and to really slow down in order to become more aware of this beautiful, you know, independently wealthy and like just regal energy that you have. So I feel like you really have broken through your limits when it comes to recognizing your own wealth. Yeah, with the Page of Wands, okay, you're on your way to like, I don't know, you could be like about to be known for something specific. And then we got develop your foresight and live out your heart's desire. I feel like, you know, you could have gotten up to this place, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you were still the Page of Wands. In order to develop your foresight even more and start to live out more of your heart's desires, you had to go through a tower, you know. You could have been through quite a few towers since you started your journey, because there were certain lessons that, you know, were really big that you still needed to have going on into like to get into this place where you're perfectly whole and balanced. I feel like a lot of trauma and like damage has come from your family dynamic, or at least that's how you're looking at it, okay? And this is what I'm saying, like, you're not damaged. You just need to change the way that you're looking at the things that you've been through with these people, okay? What's live your heart's desire and restore your perfect light? The Eight of Wands. You need to trust these beautiful messages that you've been getting about yourself. I feel like you've been getting the best messages about you. Like, Spirit brags on y'all all the time. That's what I was saying. So you are at the place where you're getting all these great messages about yourself, and you need to continue to follow your instincts. I feel like you're at the place where you're just now like starting to even believe that these great things you keep hearing about yourself are even possible. Like you have started, you could be someone who does affirmations, you know, like you've been working on turning your mind around. You are actively working on mastering the element of air. What's restore your perfect light and balance your whole being? Yeah, the Fool. At a place where, you know, you get the message like, okay, we want you to do this, you know, and where before you would be like, what? No, I don't want to do that. I don't think I can do that. Spirit, why are you telling me to do that? You know, I don't want to do that. I thought you guys could feel my emotions. You know, I don't want to do that, you know. But Spirit's always going to push you into getting out of your comfort zone and doing something that you think you wouldn't be good at or that you don't want to do. So I feel like at this point, you've gained this like certain level of trust in the direction that they're trying to guide you to. I feel like the song is just like so loud. All right. What is the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles? It says the universe is delivering you a true offering with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, okay? They're giving you exactly what it is that you want, which it also went right under, you know, slow your roll. So you might be trying to be in a little bit of a rush right now. It says you're getting married, okay? You could be in a new relationship, or you could be, I don't know, you could be like someone who kind of like swore off love, you know, like forget it, I'll just be myself by myself type of energy. But I feel like somebody, this could be what this Page of Wands is about. Some Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type of energy could be coming in. Somebody with a fresh, young way of looking at life, you know. They're not necessarily a page, but their energy is a page. You know what I'm saying? their energy is very open to learning and exploring the different parts of you. I feel like this is something you're going to really appreciate, but you're not going to be able to think your way through this, is what they're saying. You're going to have to use your instincts and just go with the way it feels, you know? You're going to know by the way it feels, okay? What's Page of Wands and the Tower, and develop your foresight? Money, power, respect, okay? It's like after all of these times of feeling like you weren't advanced enough, or you weren't good enough, or you just didn't have it, like you're about to see this boost, okay? In all areas, in all these areas, okay? With the money, power, respect, it also has the number 10, you know, walking into this new cycle after closing out a cycle full of towers or something. What's towers and the 8 of Wands? Yes, we are near and somewhat visible. Your angels, like I said, you're getting so many messages from them on your heart's desire, you know. I feel like for a long time you really didn't have a clue like what you would do or what you want to get into. Like if you asked me a year ago, you know, like what do I think I'm gonna be doing next year, like I really would not have had no, I mean, I had started my channel, so maybe a little bit before that, you know, I really was like still kind of confused. I really didn't know what I wanted to do or what I was supposed to be doing. You know, I just knew I really enjoyed doing this, you know. What's the 8 of Wands and the Fool? It says, unfold my true radiant self, God. This is what I'm saying. They're helping you to shine by unfolding what it is you truly want to do. What is like, what do you feel like is your function that you do? Look, a herbal book is calling your name. You could be really into herbs. You could be someone, I heard almanac, okay? You could be someone who likes to like forage and things like that, you know, go out and look at different plants, you know, like you could be someone who just has all of this random ass knowledge about plants because you just find it to be something that's interesting, you know. Venus is saying maybe that could be something that you love to do, something that would be very lucrative if you got into that, you know. It says divine timing for enjoyment and expect a miracle. Whatever you do, you need to do it with joy, okay? Like it needs to be something you're happy doing. And it says I am responsible for my choices, and it says get paid for your skills, you know. So I feel like if you're unhappy in whatever it is you're doing right now, then, you know, you just need to realize you're making the choice to be unhappy in doing that. And you need to find the thing that you actually want to do in order to receive more of these energies. Like if your instincts are telling you you're unhappy doing that, then you need to stop doing that, okay? I know it's not always that easy, you know, but start taking steps toward changing what you're doing. You don't have to just stop doing everything. You know what I'm saying? What's the universe is delivering you a true offering, and you are getting married. Okay. Embrace change. So you could be someone who has a hard time with change, but, you know, Venus is asking you to move easily and confidently through the changes in your life, to just embrace it, go with the flow, okay? What's your getting married in money, power, respect, release, okay? I feel like you just did this huge release. It says, I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. Like, oh, man. The energy has been the best out here lately, you know? I feel like you're doing so good, you know? But you know, people be looking at these big steps in your spiritual journey, you know, like it's going to be this big obvious thing, you know, and like music's going to play out of nowhere like it does on TV, you know, and then you're just going to hear like the crowd applauding. I mean, sometimes in my case, that literally, I do literally hear music and spirit starts clapping, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time, you know, um, for people who don't hear spirit that clearly, you know, sometimes it's just you realizing something. Like I said, I just literally cried this morning because I'm happy. Like I'm so happy. Like I'm happy genuinely from inside. You know what I'm saying? And then the other things outside of me that I used to be so unhappy about really don't hold that much importance to me, you know? And it's just like that realization right there was a huge epiphany for me. And so sometimes it's just that small, just you realizing like, hey, like I'm kind of awesome, you know? Like I'm proud of myself, you know? Sometimes it's that small thing that causes such huge releases and causes such big change. So if things are changing, Venus is saying you need to embrace that because it comes from this new level of love that you have for yourself. Yeah, with the air element. That's what I was saying. Mastering the mind is what you're doing at this time. It says, I embrace the element of air and am open to all knowledge and wisdom. And that includes, you know, this profound knowledge and wisdom about yourself and how amazing you are and how strong your light body is, how much courage you possess, how much love you hold, how much joy you're capable of feeling. How much positivity, faith, and optimism can you inject into your day on a regular basis? Okay. What's yes, we are near and somewhat visible and unfolds my true radiant self. Balance. Okay. Unfold your true radiant balanced self. It says, I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. You know, but you need more than understanding of it. Like you really do understand it, but I feel like I don't know. Like there's still this but. Like there's this, I feel like there's always a but with you, you know? And spirit's saying like it doesn't always have to be a but. Or maybe or a I hope this doesn't happen type shit. Like just release that need to inject that little bit of that sliver of doubt or that sliver of negative thinking. Like just create okay, and keep that hope that your intuition is right with Archangel Gabriel. It says, I invite Archangel Gabriel or Gabriel, my bad, to bring hope and intuition into my life. You know, it says, I feel comfortable in my own body and I'm sensitive to other people's feelings. But I feel like, you know, for a long time, you were more sensitive to other people's feelings and what they thought about what you should do and all of that. And I feel like that's something huge that you're releasing. And that's why you're coming into this super balanced energy, you know? All right. What's embrace, change, and release? Ooh, we got the oath, okay? Promise, pledge, and contract. It's like, you know, you made this beautiful, powerful, light based soul contract with Source, with your guides. So if we are, you know, instigating change and providing things with you, like providing things for you to release, then you should just trust us because on at the deepest soul level, at the core of you, you know you made this contract. You know that there's certain promises that have been made to you. But it's like, how are you going to receive those changes or those rewards if you don't change the way you're telling the story? Like, in order to receive those things, to receive your payment or to receive your justice, you need to be like open to receiving it, you know? You can find the justice and okay, she's saying you can find the justice and the happiness and the joy and the grace and the faith and all of that on that vibration, on the vibration of being open to receiving, of never having doubt or fear that things are going to go wrong or that something that you want to happen isn't going to happen. Sometimes that can block you and cause an imbalance. So she's just saying, you know, to be very careful with that and be very careful about the way you're looking at the stories of the past. The stories of the past should sound more like an inspiration, or if you're telling it to someone of a younger generation, it should sound like, you know, this fun filled adventure that comes with certain warnings and certain things to look out for. You know, it shouldn't sound like a horror story and discourage others from walking that path, or discourage them who are already on that path from going forward, because what's the point, because you're still miserable and you went through that 20 years ago, you know? Like, make it sound like the fresh new journey that it is, like the growth, like the progress that it is, because it's amazing growth and progress. Yeah, we got shapeshifter. You have shape shifted. You have changed completely, made a huge transformation. And also you've come back into this level of primal wisdom. Very strong instincts. You know exactly what to do, what is right for you. You hear energy. You see so clearly through whatever people are trying to present to you, and it's almost like your head is able to do 360s. Like there's nothing that's happening that you can't just turn your head right around on some like scary movie shit and focus on. And I feel like this is why, like I was saying earlier, you're not really feeling the energy of these family that are trying to attack you. Like if anything, they're feeling your energy and being more inspired by you. What's air elemental imbalance? Before the gathering, celebration, anticipation, and event. Like now is the time for you to be anticipating all of the shit that you have been working so hard to ground. And you're looking so good, so attractive, so amazing. Your energy is like palpable, I heard. Like people feel it when they enter your aura. Like you might see people get chills, or they might come into your aura and yawn because they literally just got enlightened. Yawning is a sign of enlightenment. Or they might sneeze because your energy is a lot, okay? It says healer, nourishment, nurture, okay, at the bottom of the deck. You're a healer. Like your energy is just healing to people. So that's really the only thing that they're asking you to do. I mean, really, this is all about how great you are and how much progress you've made, but they're just saying like, so like to acknowledge it more, and to give yourself more props as far as how your intuition works and how good your instincts are. Because you might think like you're open to something or like attack or anything like that, but you really truly aren't. And you're not making things up either. You're not crazy. You're not reaching, but they just saying don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, we know you see it. You see the attacks and all of that, but why are you giving the attacks and all of this old stuff that happened such power by negatively charging it? Make it something that's light and airy, and apply the energy of laughter to it. Apply this appreciation for the nonsense, yeah, in order to bring more of this sun harvest type of energy in your life. The sun and the 7 of Pentacles. But it's coming, okay? It's on its way. But I feel like after this season of towers, which is what she keeps kind of referring to it as, after this season of towers, like you have to give people a chance. Sometimes judgment doesn't come to these people until you separate from them. But people are being exposed, okay? And they are under judgment, no matter how it looks. Don't worry about how it look and when they gonna get their judgment. Just worry about being on in this beautiful, wiser, Hierophant type of energy where you're comfortable and these options are coming in with the 7 of Cups again. Like, just be happy that you make the right choices. What is oath and shapeshifter? Yeah, the Ace of Wands, okay? It's like you are a spiritual master. That's what I'm hearing. And love is your strength. The song said, who the hell said that life is a bitch, okay? They lied. Life is the best, okay? Life is fun. It has its moments, but it has way more fun moments than the shitty ones. But also, that's something that's more up to you, and the way that you live it. What's shapeshifter and before the gathering? The Star, hello? And the Ace of Cups. What? You have shapeshifted into the Star. Your cup overfloweth, my love, okay? You are just in such an amazing place, You're being crowned. You've mastered the spiritual and the emotional parts of these journeys, which are very hard. Not like you've mastered the spiritual, you're just done. You know what I'm saying? But you've mastered having this beautiful spiritual connection with yourself. You just have to believe that the options are there. Believe that you really are in this energy of mastery at this time, that you are whole and balanced, and that nothing outside of you has the power to hurt you, you know? And that everything that has happened to you up until this point built you. Ooh, like I thank them. I'm so grateful to them for sharpening my instincts. I'm so grateful to all of the people of the past for teaching me how to be more positive, for keeping my faith strong. Okay, they kept my faith strong. Ooh, they tested my faith, but I made it through. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. Okay, like Monica, you're still standing. Damn it, baby, my time cost, so I need payback for all the time lost. Okay, you finna get paid back for all the time lost. Don't even trip. All right, what's the final thoughts on this beautiful message? Yep, super heart chakra, inner child energy. Look at this. Look at this child, okay? And look at this. Okay. It says Anahata Kali. So I feel like you're definitely, like I said, filled with the energy of love. Really, this is the number 33, okay? Which gives me mastery. It gives me ascended master energy. Well, 44 really gives me ascended master energy too. You could be seeing 33 or 44. But it's like she's saying, damn it, baby, my time costs and I need payback for all the time lost. And it's just really sticking out to me. You know, I feel like you gonna get paid back for everything that you've been through, but you didn't lose no time. Like you're right on the journey you was meant to be on all along. You haven't made no wrong turns or none of that. You've been doing exactly what you were supposed to be doing this whole time, and you about to see it pay off. Just keep it right there and just tweak the ways that you're looking at this, because really you are the winner. You the champion. The champ is here. Okay. I love that. Okay, look. It says beautiful, powerful mother of the sacred universal heart, who lives within our hearts as the wisdom and healing power of love. Your heart knows how to heal and how to open, how to break and repair itself to become stronger and wiser than before. Your heart cannot be contained or constrained by what has taken place. The song, you cheating, stealing, never healing, pain of a brother, you dirty mother, ha ha ha. Look how far we are. Then it says perfect. Yeezy, Yeezy, Yeezy just jumped over Jumpman. It's like you've used your heart wisdom, the strength of your heart, the wisdom of your heart to jump right over these haters, okay? So it says your heart wisdom and empowerment are growing. Soon you shall have the wisdom and courage to accomplish something very important for your soul journey. Trust in the invisible workings of divine love. Let your heart be at pace, okay? At peace, okay? But at pace, okay? Follow the pace of your heart, you know. Like go along with your natural rhythm, the rhythm that your heart naturally beats to, you know. Your heart doesn't beat to the rhythm of anger and resentment and of you know, lower vibrational energies. Your heart beats to the rhythm of love and grace and peace and prosperity and faith and optimism and of happiness, okay? Your heart is just naturally happy and light and airy and fun and able to find the joke in anything. That inner child energy, you know, more than happy to imagine the best future and to really truly have belief in that world that you create. It says the journey of the soul is the journey from the head to the heart. Anahata is the Sanskrit name for the heart chakra. Anahata Kali is the goddess who secures the awakening, transformation, and liberation of the heart. Love is her expression. When Kali touches the heart, it becomes capable of love that is increasingly unconditional, fearless, and compassionate. Such empowerments often manifest through loss and betrayal. In responding to such challenges, we grow our heart's capacity for love, processing and healing emotions of grief, betrayal, and anger. Our heart becomes stronger through the process. The human heart is capable of overcoming enormous negativity. It is an astonishing, powerful, and beautiful temple of spirit. We can underestimate the extraordinary power of the heart by focusing on its sweetness, love, and light as though they were weaker than anger, fear, or the consuming intensity of grief. We can only begin to understand the spiritual world and how they operate when we let go of the human perspective. A human believes that the heavier and denser something is, the more powerful it is. A heavy emotion like anger or physical situations that appear gridlocked are given more weight than the intangible realms of spirit, okay? So it can't, it's like trying to sit something on a cloud. You know what I'm saying? For safekeeping. The cloud can't keep that thing safe if the thing is heavier than the cloud, because the thing is going to drop right through the cloud, okay? This is what they're showing me, okay? So it says, yet spirit is behind all things, in all things. Being invisible does not impede its effectiveness. If anything, it enhances it, okay? For something so seemingly invisible, love has unconquerable power. We affirm this in expressions such as love can move mountains or love will always find a way. Yet we are conditioned to believe that there is more power in what we see and control rather than the spiritual power of love. Such conditioning, okay, or domestication of the self, such conditioning pulls us away from heart connection and into the fear-based belief system that we need to control things or there will be no benefit, no safety, no happiness. However, we can never be safe if we are disconnected from the spiritual home of the heart, where all healing, wisdom, true guidance, spiritual protection, and regenerating vitality resides. The backlog of emotional pain stored in our hearts can sometimes cause us to shut down, even when we know that in closing down our hearts, we lose out on love's joy and wisdom. We may go through the motions of living, but without the real emotional juice and revitalizing engagement with life. Kali Anahata brings a message from the Divine Mother that she is supporting you in your healing heart. Okay, she wants you to connect to more profound joy in life. As you trust yourself and trust in her, you can heal long-term karmic scars. You can learn to return to love, to be in love, to live the love within your ever beautiful heart. For those who live from the heart space, it can be hard to remember what it was like before. Yet many still live in such a way, driven by fear, plagued with anxiety, hardened through living in a way that is oppressive to the spirit. The oracle asks you to acknowledge how far you have come and where you would like to go, not so much in terms of external markers, but in terms of emotional freedom. If you have been focusing on healing a specific issue in your life, the oracle indicates you have the strength, wisdom, and courage of heart to accomplish that, okay? It says, for those who have had their heart broken in love in spiritual communities, by friends or family members, by God or life itself, the message here is that something deeper is taking place. The shattering of structures, even of ideals, gives the heart the opportunity to break free and open up to greater and more satisfying experience and expression of love. Becoming non-defensive, softening, and opening to spirit with unconditional trust places you in a position of astonishing protection, empowerment, and grace. Keep your heart open to the Divine Mother. Through that openness, the right thing shall emerge at the right time. The walls we build around our hearts need to be broken down so we can fulfill our sacred purpose and path. And I feel like this has a lot to do with why you need to change the way you tell your story, how you see the positives in your life, opening up your heart to the joyous and beautiful parts of the journey, and dropping off all of the anger and, maybe energies or walls that exist just because something specific happened in the past. Okay, it says, trust that the pains of your past do not have a place in your future. No matter what appears to be, she knows the way through. Temper your fierce emotions without denying them. Keep bringing yourself back to your center. Continue to find the moderate and peaceful resting place within, even as you make radical progress on your path. The oracle predicts the successful completion of a time of spiritual initiation. Grace yourself with the gift of relief and trust that all will be well. Okay. And with that, I am done. I hope you guys got something that you needed out of this. Okay. I hope you have a happy, fabulous, wonderful day. Okay. And I will see you later. Bye.